This video is brought to you by Skillshare. In this video, I want to share with you 7 tangible, very actionable things that you can do to plan your best year ever in 2021. I am very much a New Year's gal. I love a reset, love a refresh, and I feel like this year has really led me to require a new lease on life for the next year coming, and that's what this video is all about. It is all about how to make 2021 the year that you start making the changes that you have been wanting to make in your life, whether that is focusing more on self-care, getting the basics down pat, or pursuing something new. It's all about how to make 2021 the year that you make more progress in your life and how to make the next year the year that you enjoy life more. The first thing that you can do to make the coming year your best year yet is to create a theme. If you are already someone who creates themes for your year, stick around because you can up level your theming. And if you are someone who has never created a theme for your year, now is your time. Your theme is really this beautiful umbrella word that captures what you want more of in your life in the next year. So it could be a feeling. Maybe you want to feel more at ease, more calm. Maybe it is something that you just want to bring more of into your life. So it could be a year of wealth, a year of growth, a year of freedom. There are so many options for what you could make your theme. Your theme is really what you make of it, and I feel like you assign a meaning to the word that you choose. Freedom could mean something very different to another individual than it means to you, so don't get too fussy on the actual definitions of the word. It's what that word feels like inside of you. I've had yearly themes like freedom, which was the year that I quit my job. I had a minimalism year. That was when I Marie Kondo'd my whole life. This year was a year of growth, which is a great year for getting out of my comfort zone, pushing myself a little bit further, as well as growing my business, which has been amazing. The way that you structure your theme is also up to you. You can set a whole theme for your 2021, or you can decide to do themes in 13-week or quarterly increments. In my daily planner that I have created, you set a theme at the start of every 13 weeks. It may be the same theme, or if it's a year like 2020, there may be a period where you need to pivot, and that is absolutely fine. If you are new to themes or you simply just don't like to commit, I would suggest doing quarterly themes. You could even have one overarching 2021 theme, but then every quarter you set sort of like a sub word under it, a little guiding word that you focus on just for that quarter. The second step is to pick just one habit that you want to work on to embrace that theme. So it is all well and good to set a lovely word for your year that you're going to embrace, but if you don't sit down and go, okay, but how will I embrace it? It does become very redundant. So you want to actually take some time to brainstorm a list of ways that you can embrace your theme in the next year. So for example, if your theme for next year is self-care, I feel like that's going to be a lot of people's themes, just getting the basics down pat after the bloody wild year that this has been, then you might want to focus on the habit of journaling, because maybe your mind has been racing since March 2020. Really take the time to not just select a theme that is well thought out, but also to decide how you are going to bring that theme into your life, how you are going to embrace that theme into your life. Will this look like a year with more journaling, or will this look like a year with more get-togethers, more comfort zone pushing, more time at home, more time outside? What will this year really look like if you truly took that theme to heart? Number 3, create a vision board desktop. Creating a vision board is something that I enjoy doing, and it's something that I really enjoy having on a yearly basis. When I was in primary school, me and my mom, well, my mom used to drive me into school every single day, and every day I would see a lime green car, and as a 12-year-old, I felt I was obligated to call that out on a daily basis. So I'd yell at my mom and be like, lime green car. And it wasn't long until I found myself pointing out lime green cars at times that were not on my general school route and were completely outside of the normal times when I would see said lime green car that obviously had the same schedule as us. So on the weekends, I'd be pointing out lime green cars at completely different times of day. When my mom was driving to her friend's house, I'd be pointing out lime green cars. And I think that is the nature of a vision board. What it does is focuses your attention and gives you a set of lenses that forces you to see opportunities that are in the direction of what you're focusing on. And I'm sure that you've heard of variations of that kind of story before. It's all about your reticular activating system, which is basically when what you focus on shows up more. A vision board will not magically give you a whole whole bunch of amazing opportunities in your life, but it will give you a magical set of lenses that enables you to see more opportunities in your life because you've set your focus in the right direction. The first vision board that I'm going to be creating is on my desktop. I highly recommend doing a screenshot of your screen and then going into Canva and using that size. Regardless of what size your computer tells you your desktop is, it'll be easier if you do a screenshot, I assure you. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is getting the Pinterest widget on my phone, creating a vision board on my Pinterest, filling it with all of my pictures, and having those pictures just rotate on a regular basis. It's just another way to enhance that focus. Number 4, get clarity on what your best year really looks like, what you want, what you don't want, and how you can get there. So I've talked about creating a theme for your year to give you clarity, but I also have a few other favorite exercises that I absolutely love doing at this time of year that give me so much clarity and motivation. And a few of those favorites I have compiled into a Skillshare class called Designing the Life You Want, 4 exercises for clarity and motivation. In this class, I give you a bunch of guidance, a bunch of examples. There is a workbook that comes alongside it. And despite the fact that you can make change at any time of year, I feel like now is such a magical time to be doing a class like this. This class has helped over 13,000 people in the Skillshare community, and some of the reviews are absolutely amazing. So I would highly recommend at this time of year hopping onto Skillshare and taking this class. If you really want to set aside a few hours for dreaming, getting clarity, getting motivated, I would hop onto Skillshare and I would take a few classes, including Writing for Self-Discovery by Yasmin Cheyenne as a helpful class to create clarity and motivation. And if you want to get the productive and motivated vibes going, I also accompany that with Ali Abdal's Productivity Masterclass and Thomas Frank's Productivity Masterclass. With those classes, you are absolutely going to be going into 2021 with all of the right vibes. Skillshare has thousands of inspiring classes for people who love to learn and to get creative on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and more. The classes include a combination of video lessons and there's class projects. Members get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes. There are hands-on projects and there's feedback from a community of millions. Most of their classes are under 60 minutes, so there's short lessons that fit any schedule. And you can use the classes on Skillshare to stay inspired. If you're like me and learning is one of your values, this is such a helpful resource to have to keep you learning for real life circumstances. It's a platform that is specifically for learning, so there are absolutely no ads, and they are always launching new premium classes with really cool people. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. At a time when so many important conversations are happening in our world, your voice is more essential than ever. Explore classes to unlock your creativity for social good. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Number 5, create a list of experiences that you want to bring into 2021. The way that I see it, if you are not a wildly proactive person and you're not planning in interesting and fun experiences in your life, you are going to end up just sliding through your year. Talking about planning in the fun and planning in the things that are interesting and exciting sounds weird because planning as a concept, it doesn't usually go with like fun and exciting. However, I fully believe that unless you are someone who is very proactive and just gets up and does exciting things, and that's the person that you are, and I know those kind of people, then you need to make sure that you are planning in your fun and your exciting stuff. Otherwise, you will end up leaning back towards the cozy, the familiar, and the usual. For me, I use my LifeMap Daily quarterly planner, and every quarter I will open up my new planner. I will write down a list of experiences that I want to plan into my life. Then each month I'll go back to that list and make sure that I am planning them in, because otherwise I won't do them. I love being inside with my cozy book, ordering my Guzman and Gomez, and if I'm not planning interesting things into my life, that is where I will end up every weekend. And I've actively recognized that as cozy as those days feel, that is not what I want to be doing all the time. I want to be creating memories and creating experiences, and I think that anyone who wants to be living an interesting life life but isn't proactive also needs to be getting intentional about creating memories and creating experiences. So before 2021 kicks off, write down a list of experiences that you really want to embrace in the new year or in that first quarter, and try to revisit that. A lot of places will be coming out of lockdown, so it'll be a bit more exciting. There are things that you can actually start to do, fingers crossed. If you're still in lockdown, there are loads of lists out there of interesting things that you can do at home. Regardless of whether you're just at home, you still need to be planning in fun, because otherwise you will go crazy. Tacking onto that really nicely, schedule in your very first favorite things day into 2021. This is a day filled with all of your favorite things. If you watch my channel, you would have seen on my very first favorite things day, I messaged a friend on her birthday and I was like, I hope you have a killer birthday and you do all of your favorite things and you eat all of your favorite food. And I had this realization that I had kind of limited myself to doing all of my favorite things on my birthday, because I do birthdays well, because birthdays are one of those things I plan the fun into. Like, I am like, yes, I'm going to plan a killer day for myself, but that's really the only day that I will do that, or rather it was. One of my commenters actually had their own spin on this. They tend to plan your name days, so a Michelle day, a Luke day. They just fill the day with that person's favorite things. That's something they do semi-regularly. So if you are a person that you don't feel like you'd follow through on this because you're too focused on just getting things done, or you'd come today and you'd be like, oh, I'm just not gonna do it, I'm gonna do whatever, try and do that. Hold yourself accountable. Plan a favorite things day for your partner or for a close friend or a family member to hold yourself accountable. You can all plan favorite things days together. This is all about creating more high quality moments in your 2021. I have a whole video on creating moments in your year. It's actually from my last year's New Year video, and I think it's still wildly relevant. It's all about creating more interesting experiences and moments. So I'm gonna have that listed in the description down below as well as up here. Number 7, complete the Reset Your Life challenge on my channel to clear out and refresh. I freaking love the clean slate feeling that New Year's brings with it, and I really love emphasizing on that and making it even more clean slatey by doing a full-on reset and refresh of my life. Usually this is something that I film and I put on my channel. My New Year's reset videos are going to be coming very soon. However, if you are ready to declutter, deep clean, just clear your life out a little bit in preparation for 2021, I have a whole bunch of my videos from last year's reset that I will have linked down below to get you started. However, if you haven't subscribed and you want to get reset videos, definitely make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because very soon I'm going to be releasing a series where we do a full-on digital declutter, house declutter, deep clean, all of the good stuff that makes you feel clean slatey and refreshed. I am big on my physical space reflecting my mental space. If my space is a mess, like, guaranteed that I'm not feeling at my best. So take some time before 2021 or watch my old reset videos, watch my new reset videos when they come out, and do a full-on house space life refresh pre-New Year. If you liked this video and you want to watch all of my reset videos that I have made in the past for New Year's, just to get those vibes going, I'm gonna have that linked on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you guys so freaking much, and I will see you very soon.